The coverage, I think, has been extremely sensationalist and dramatic.
और एक बार फिर से सारिन की आवाज सुनाई दे रही है। इसका मतलब कि लगातार हमास यहाँ पे टारगेट करने की कोशिश कर रहा है।
There was a reporter who was asked to quiet down by Israeli soldiers because of how loudly he was trying to cover what was happening. Then there's another reporter from a channel who was reporting from a paraglider after reports came out that Hamas crossed the border on paragliders.
Most of the Indian journalists that have gone on site have been in Israel, where they make day trips across the border to Gaza. They are not in any real danger. I wish I didn't have to say that, but it's true. And there are, along with the 36 journalists who were killed, many of them were Palestinians, but many of them were cameramen, they were technical support from the international community and international press that have actually also been killed. War reporting is not an easy task, and you have to do it as honestly as possible. You have to consider your risks, but if you really believe in something, if you really want to showcase the truth to the world, you will be willing to go on site, you will be willing to share the truth of the people, the reality on the ground to everyone, back to your home country as well. Indian journalists actually have been sensationalizing this issue, and they have been using it to push their own agenda within India. They have spread so much misinformation since the beginning of this attack about the issue in Palestine, and they have largely, to be honest, the mainstream media has largely been in support of Israel, which is also something I find quite shocking here, considering the history of our country. How since the time, even Mahatma Gandhi was in favor of peace for Palestinians and freedom of Palestinians, Nehru to Manmohan Singh, we have all been in support of the Palestinian state. So I just find it quite shocking that all of a sudden it's shifted opposite. And I would like to say that journalists in India should be more mindful while reporting on this issue, and to not sensationalize it, to not make it a religious issue. This is genocide. As plain as day, it's genocide.
Well, I would say two things. One is that there doesn't seem to be any general expertise on the issue. There doesn't seem to be sympathy for the plight of those people who have been facing this for decades. It is seen to some extent, I think, purely from the point of view of religion. And I think that because of what we are going through in our country, a lot of the media focuses on the religious division there rather than the issue of the occupation, the issue of the apartheid, which I think is shameful. And I think it's important, particularly on issues like this, where Indians who mean well and want to know more about a subject should look at a wider range of media than just our own.
Journalists they have forgotten their basic duty to question the authorities.
So definitely press has been marginalized, and now sycophants have taken over the industry, as a result of which there is no independent journalism in India today.
एक बात देखो प्रेस वालों की, मैं यात्रा में चल रहा हूं, मैं टी शर्ट में हूं, मेरे साथ किसान के गरीब बच्चे चलते हैं, वो फटी शर्ट में होते हैं, उनकी पूरी टी शर्ट भी नहीं होती, मगर इन मीडिया वालों में से एक भी ये नहीं कहता भैया हिंदुस्तान में किसान का बेटा बिना स्वेटर के क्यों घूम रहा है। से इनकी लगाम लगी है प्रेस वालों पे। जैसे ये दौड़ने की कोशिश करते हैं वो लगाम खींचते बस रुक जाते हैं एकदम। अच्छा, ये मत सोचिए कि ये बोलना नहीं चाहते हैं, मेरे पास आते हैं, कहते राहुल जी हम सच्चाई बोलना चाहते हैं मगर हमें हमारे मालिक बोलने नहीं देते। मैं कहता हूं भैया डरो मत, बोल दो। कहते हैं नौकरी भी तो करनी है हमें, अगर हमने सच्चाई बोल दी नौकरी से निकाल देंगे, किसी और को डाल देंगे, वो झूठ बोलेगा।